Hey yo, it's your boy Dre Sniper back with another episode on Urban Blockchain for some blockchain news and information and also some education for your head top. So today we're going to talk about NFTs. I mean, if you've been on the internet for 2 seconds, if you don't know what an NFT is, I'm sure you've probably been under a rock. But yeah, if you've been on the internet for at least 1 minute, 2 seconds, whatever it is, you know what the hell an NFT is. NFTs is the new craze that is taking the world by storm. Everyone from Mike Tyson to Jay-Z to Katy Perry to Tory Lanez, who just dropped the NFT album and made $1 million in seconds, or 1 second actually. You know, there's a bunch of people making money off of NFTs, a bunch of people creating NFTs. There's a lot of bullshit NFTs out there. There's a lot of really cool ones. But let's talk about what NFTs really are. All right, so NFT pretty much stands for a non-fungible token. So the word fungible means interchangeable. So like dollar bills are fungible because if I took your dollar out of your pocket or, from your hand, you got upset and I just went to go buy some, chips and I was like, I'll give you your dollar back. I could return that dollar and it will be the same thing. You could still use it the same way. There's nothing different about it except for the numbers on the promissory note, because we all know that these are federal notes and they all have numbers. But, that doesn't really make it unique, really and truly. The only time that really matters is if someone is stealing money from a bank and then they could trace it with those numbers. But other than that, a dollar bill is fungible, so it's interchangeable. Now, NFTs are non-fungible, so they're very unique. They're unique items that exist on the blockchain. What is the blockchain? The blockchain is a decentralized, open source digital ledger that pretty much everyone can see. So everyone can see the receipts. So if I sold you an NFT, we could just jump on Etherscan and we can check it out and actually see that NFT transaction. So there's no hiding when it comes to NFTs, and there's no hiding when it comes to the blockchain. It won't say your name like John sold it to Bill, but it will show the address, which is a bunch of codes and numbers and whatnot. But like I said, it's traceable. So it's anonymous, but it's traceable. So you won't really know who it is, but you would see who sold what to who, if that makes sense. It does make sense, because if it didn't, it wouldn't be around right now. But yeah, so NFTs. So as we know, NFTs exist on Ethereum. If you don't know, they exist on Ethereum. Ethereum's code ERC 721, if I'm not mistaken, is what created the NFT. So it's a protocol that created the NFT, right? Now, NFTs actually started before Ethereum, right? And if we date back all the way to early 2011, 2012, 13, around that time frame, that's when NFTs kind of first started, right? So these unique digital objects first started back then. So there was a coin that came out, which was like a copycat of Bitcoin, which was called Namecoin. And pretty much what they did is with these transactions, they embedded some metadata that made these transactions special and like one of a kind. So that was like the first idea of like the NFT. Then, people were getting crazy and excited about Bitcoin. Eventually, something called colored coins was created. So colored coins was implemented through protocols, right? So the colored coins are one of the attempts of the community and cryptocurrency developers to expand the functionality of Bitcoin, allowing the creation of tokens to represent other currencies or assets of interest on a blockchain. So they were pretty much using Bitcoin to represent other things. So that's what made it unique, right? So that was like another advancement in the NFT world. Now, fast forward, you had Rare Peeps. So Rare Peeps was like the first real crypto art, right? These were like digital cards. So the best way to explain NFTs to some people is just to say, think of like a baseball card, like a rare rookie card of like Wayne Gretzky or Michael Jordan or Darryl Strawberry or, LeBron James or, someone great like that, KD. Think of like a rookie card, a holographic, or like the holographic Charizard or Pikachu card, or something very rare and unique. So that's kind of what like Rare Peeps were. They were similar to that. So one really popular one was like the Homer Peep. So Homer from Simpsons, they kind of made him look like Kermit the Frog, and they used like the Simpsons background with the sky and the clouds, and they have Homer on a card. So that was like one of the first crypto arts. And then fast forward, we got the Ethereum art. So this is when you had the birth of like crypto punks and things like that. So NFTs came a long way. So a lot of people are just hearing about NFTs. Really during 2020 and 2021 during the lockdown, when everyone had time to be home, a lot of people were jumping into like cryptocurrency and just, a lot of people were on the internet. A lot of people had more time to be on social media. So the word NFT became a real buzz. If you're in the hip hop world, people like Jim Jones were making it popular and whatnot. If you're in the pop world, people like Katy Perry and Paris Hilton have been making it popular as well. So NFTs is something that's really special. Now, there is another story that's really iconic. So there's something called CryptoKitties. So there was a crazy phenomenon with CryptoKitties. So that really marks, really and truly, that really marks the phenomenon of NFTs is when CryptoKitties came out. Back in 2017, December 2017, CryptoKitties launched, and the shit went so crazy with these unique cats that it crashed the entire Ethereum blockchain. Now, at the time, Ethereum was still pretty young. It's in its infancy stage. Even though it is still pretty young now, it was even much younger then. And, the blockchain wasn't as strong or as secure as it is now. All the upgrades that they have now weren't implemented and whatnot. So it caused it to crash. Me personally, I think another reason for that is because in 2017, that's when the ICO craze started. So ICO is like initial coin offering, similar to an IPO, like initial public offering for a stock, but this was for coins. So if you don't know, there's like 10,000 plus coins in the crypto space. A good handful of them are created on the Ethereum blockchain. Now, we have a lot of other blockchains and a lot of smart contract blockchains that are competing against Ethereum, and they have their own ecosystems and whatnot, like Polkadot, Cardano, Solana, Cosmos, Avalanche. They all have their own ecosystems and whatnot. But really and truly, a lot of them started on Ethereum, and then they branched off. Coins like Neo and, things like that. They started off on Ethereum because that was the initial blockchain to make dApps, decentralized applications, tokens, and, things like that. But, Ethereum controls most of it. So the ICO craze was one of the reasons for the spike in the cryptocurrency world in 2017. And if you couple that with the craze for the CryptoKitties, it caused Ethereum to crash and have a malfunction. Right? So if we just talk about the timeline of, NFTs, it started with like Namecoin and then colored coins, and then there was something called Counterparty, then CryptoKitties, and then Beeples. And even before Beeples, we had CryptoPunks. So CryptoPunks is really, really dope. It's really cool. A lot of famous people are displaying their CryptoPunks. If you are in Brooklyn, if you're in Vegas, if you're in Miami, if you're in LA, if you look at some of these billboards, you see these pixelated digital art. Sometimes it's like two faces One would be like a person with a mohawk, and then the person next to them would have like green hair, or one would be somebody with like visors, some crazy sunglasses. Yeah, if you notice these billboards around the cities with these pixelated art pieces or like heads with like funky glasses and funky hair right now, those are considered, or those are the CryptoPunks that I am referring to. Some people think NFTs are just some digital art, and it's like, all right, why am I spending money on a freaking JPEG? Can't someone just copy it and repost it and things like that? Yeah, I mean, someone could take a snapshot of it. Someone could copy it, because nowadays we could just take snapshots and repost things, right? But the difference is the ownership. You know, the ownership is what makes the difference. So if you think about it, right, like if I was to make a t-shirt brand and I started putting Mickey Mouse on the t-shirt brand, and I didn't alter Mickey Mouse at all, I kept Mickey Mouse the same way Disney kept it, Disney could technically send me a cease and desist, because they own the trademarks and they own the copyrights and all that good stuff, right? So they own that. Same thing with NFTs. With the NFTs, whoever owns it on that blockchain has the right to really say and do whatever they want with it. Now, what's dope about it is that you could sell these things. So think of it as like real life art. Like when you go into a gallery and you sell, like think of like a Basquiat. Basquiat, when he made his piece back in the 80s, probably sold for like a couple $100. Someone bought it, resold it, it then sold for like a couple $1,000s. But just recently, it sold for millions of dollars. But the crazy thing is, no one in Basquiat's family receives any royalties or any payout for that. Now, what's dope about the blockchain and with NFTs is if someone like a Basquiat or like a modern day Basquiat or like a Alec Monopoly or someone like that creates a piece on the blockchain and they mint it on the blockchain, even if they created it in real life, they can mint it on the blockchain, put it on the blockchain, and then whenever they sell it, they can get a piece of it. So whether it's 50%, 10%, 5%, but forever, no matter what, they could get a piece of this particular piece of art. So this is what changes the game. Now, it sounds very minimalistic and it doesn't really sound all that cool, but when you think about like video games, that's when it really starts to explode, and you think about virtual worlds and things like that. So for instance, say you're playing Call of Duty, right? And you have the ability to customize your weapons and whatnot, right? And you got this particular AR-15, M16, whatever. You got this combat knife, whatever it is. And you got a lot of kills with that particular item. Now, what you can do is mint that particular item as an NFT. So it'll be one of a kind. And what properties it will have is everything you've done with it. So the amount of kills, the amount of boards you beat, the amount of rewards you got with this particular item, the gameplay, the amount of hours you put in. So now if you sell that particular item, it could go for a lot of money in the gaming world. And then what happens is the person who buys it gets all those attributes. So even think of like a sports game and like with like custom sneakers, like one-of-a-kind sneakers and things like that, or just a one-of-a-kind avatar or person that you created that has gained a lot of points or, you know, beat a lot of boards or exceeded a lot of levels. You know, you can sell that as an NFT. So, like, NFTs are crazy. But what I really wanted to do and talk about was all the different clubs that exist in the NFT world. So CryptoPunks and CryptoKitties was like the first real big club. Like if you got a CryptoKitty and you still have that, you're like one of a kind, right? You know, and these CryptoKitties are going for 5 Ethereum, 6 Ethereum, 7 Ethereum, 8 Ethereum. That's thousands of dollars, like when you really look into it. So people might say that this is nothing crazy, but really and truly, NFTs is really taking over the world. So before we dive into that, there's a lot of different NFT coins that you could invest in, right? You got things like Flow, who was created by Dapper Labs, and they have been working with the NBA, and they got NBA Top Shot. So like I was saying, with the rookie cards and whatnot. So they're working with the NBA, so like one-of-a-kind dunks from like LeBron or KD or Russell Westbrook that could be minted and created as an NFT. WWE actually partnered and created some NFTs for The Undertaker, which was really dope, you know? So you got platforms like Flow. You got platforms like Theta. Theta is like a decentralized YouTube. You got Axie Infinity. Axie Infinity has gone crazy in the past couple of months. That is a video game, an NFT video game. You get paid out for playing the game. You got Chili's, who's partnering with soccer clubs. You got Decentraland, which is like a virtual land, and you could actually buy land. Like Atari has invested and bought some land, and they're going to make a casino. And inside the casino, you could play like Pac-Man and whatnot. You got Flow, like I was talking about. Engine Coin, which is actually on Samsung phones right now. There is a wallet for Engine Coin. You got Sandbox, which is similar to like a Roblox or like a Minecraft type of game. You got Origin Protocol. You got Bondly. There's Eternity. There's so many different cryptocurrencies that are in the NFT space. Superfarm is another one created by Elio Trades. You got Rarible, aka Rari, Efinity. It's crazy. Now, there's a lot of different places that you could purchase these NFTs as well. So you got Mintable and OpenSea, which are two of the most popular places where you can purchase these particular NFTs, right? Or NFT art for that matter. So OpenSea.io is the marketplace and one of the most popular marketplaces for NFTs. OpenSea.io is actually one of the platforms or places that is burning the most amount of Ethereum. So recently, Ethereum just went through an upgrade where every transaction will cause a little bit of Ethereum to be burned forever. So like Uniswap and NFTs and stablecoins are burning the most amount of Ethereum. And OpenSea is like up there. It's like top 5, maybe even top 3. So let's look at CryptoPunks. So CryptoPunks was launched as a fixed set of 10,000 items back in 2017 and became one of the inspirations for the ERC 721 standard. They have been featured in places like New York Times, Christie's of London, Art Basel Miami, and PBS NewsHour. So there's a lot of other NFT clubs or special NFT projects that have been created. One of the most popular ones is called Curio Cards. So Curio Cards is another NFT art. So right now there's one Curio card called Passion that's going for 100 Ethereum. That is literally $389. $389. Like, are you kidding me? Are you shitting me? Like, come on. Like, yeah, it's just art, but like 64 Ethereum for another Curio card. So Curio cards are inspired by brains, ant colonies, and other complex systems. Art explores how global patterns arise via local relationships. The production of a drawing, for me, is actually not unlike the mining of a blockchain, an intricate process that can be laborious to perform perfectly. but with an intrinsic coherence that is self-evident after completion. Now, with the creation of curio cards, the metaphorical mapping between cryptocurrencies and my art is meaningfully strengthened. Indeed, now more than ever, we are seeing the fusion of art with technology and science, reminding me of a favorite quotation by Goethe. Science arose from poetry, and when times change, the two can meet again on a higher level as friends. By Daniel Friedman. So curio cards are probably not the most exciting of the NFTs as far as like the clubs and having like a secret club, but the secret clubs that started it off is the Bored Ape Yacht Club. So curio cards is probably not the most spectacular when it comes to NFTs, looking at the surface. When it comes to actually creating it, yeah, it's very intricate. It's just based on that description. But when it comes to like secret society and just like being a part of a particular club, that all started with like the crypto punks. Like Jay-Z got his own crypto punks. If you look at Jay-Z's Twitter profile, you'll see that. Then they have the COVID punks, which is like the same thing, just with, COVID mask or like, just like masks on their face and whatnot. But then there's the Bored Ape Yacht Club. So Bored Ape Yacht Club, one of the most expensive Bored Ape Yacht Clubs is for 9,999 Ethereum. That's pretty much $31 million. That's crazy. So the Bored Ape Yacht Club is a collection of 10,000 unique Bored Ape NFTs. Unique digital collection living on the Ethereum blockchain. Your Bored Ape doubles as your Yacht Club membership card and grants access to members only benefits. The first of which is access to the bathroom, a collaborative graffiti board. Future areas and perks can be unlocked by community through roadmap activation. So you can visit www.boredapeyachtclub.com for more details. So these people that own these Bored Ape Yachts Club NFTs are like exclusive. Like they get exclusive memberships to clubs. Like they might even just create yachts and have yacht parties every year just for these Bored Ape Yacht owners. These 10,000 people, and it could not even be 10,000 people. They could be one person that owns like 40 of them. Or 50 of them. Just think about it. When it dropped, they probably scooped them up for whatever price it was when it first dropped. Now, when it first sold, it sold 3 months ago for 0.98 Ethereum. That's like a little under $3,000. And now this one is worth $3 million. You got some that cost 16 Ethereum, 20 Ethereum, 25 Ethereum, 21 Ethereum. It's crazy. Next is cool cats. So there's a very unique cool cat, which looks like the money cat that we all see in like the Chinese food restaurants or just any Chinese establishment that you go to. They got the money cat. That one is $28 million. So 8,888 Ethereum. So Cool Cats is a collection of 9,999 randomly generated and stylistically curated NFTs that exist on the Ethereum blockchain. Cool Cat holders can participate in exclusive events such as NFT claims, raffles, community giveaways, and more. Remember, all cats are cool, but some are cooler than others. So, like I said, this is like an exclusive society or fraternity or sorority or whatever you want to call it. It's an exclusive club just based on these NFTs and Ethereum art. Then you got Lazy Lions. Lazy Lions is another cool one. There's one that's going for 360 Ethereum. And that's $1 million. So the way you can identify these particular NFTs, they all have a number. Like number 3802 or number 3208 or number 5067, with the name in front of it, whether it's Lazy Lions, Cool Cats, Bored Ape Yacht Club. But Lazy Lions is a collection of 10,000 unique NFTs. Note to self, remember to finish this later. And it's funny because, lions play with their food and lions are lazy, and so it's cool, you know. Then next we have gutter cats. So I don't know why they're doing a lot of cats. You got the cool cats, crypto kitties, and I guess it started from cats, but people love cats. Like if you created a business and just sold cat items, you'd probably become a millionaire in like a day. Like it's crazy. That's a gem right there. But gutter cats. So the year is 2050. Humans are interplanetary species and have all abandoned the post-apocalyptic shadows of society on Earth. Cats have taken over. One crime-ridden, nondescript inner city is inhabited by a group of cats collectively known as the gutter cats. It's lit. So there's gutter cats that's going for like 4.5 Ethereum, but there's some gutter cats that's even more than that. And some that are cheaper than that. So the gutter cat gang. There was 3,000 items that were created for the gutter cat gang. Now, what comes with cats? Rats. But yeah, they have the gutter rat NFT group also, which is similar as far as like the art style and whatnot. But the gutter cats is pretty cool. There's a lot of different varieties. If you think of like all the different things they could do as far as like tiger stripes and Bengal, and it's cool. And then some of these cats even resemble like famous cartoon characters or movies that we all know and love. So that's what makes them unique and cool as well. Like, for instance, Gutter Cat 673 has the 23 basketball jersey. And that's pretty cool, Now, like I said, each of these particular NFT pieces of art are all unique. So when you are on OpenSea or on these platforms and you're purchasing these particular pieces of art, you can look at the properties and determine what makes it unique. So for instance, this one has a green background. Now 25% of the 3,000 have a green background, but only 12% have yellow eyes and only 3% have beanies. So think about it. Like if all your properties are like low where they are considered really rare, that might essentially make the entire thing rare. But then you could have one item on here that's like 1% or 2%. That might make it really, really rare. So these are the different things that makes it rare. And the fact that it's like fear of missing out and just people wanting to be a part of these clubs. It's like a status symbol. Really and truly. Now, one of the newest crypto clubs that just popped up is called the Crypto Cannabis Club. So that one is actually pretty dope as well. So there's 10,000 items that was created for that as well. You got some going as low as $500, $440, up to like $3,000. Now this one is probably the newest, but it's pretty cool because they're all like potheads. And as we all know, weed and marijuana is like has its niche, whether it's with rap, whether it's just with hippies, whether it's just, nowadays everyone smokes. And then if you think about it, a lot of these companies are blowing up in the cannabis space. A lot of states are starting to legalize it, whether it's recreational or medicinal. So marijuana is becoming bigger and bigger. Hemp seed and hemp oil is becoming bigger and bigger as people become more vegan and plant-based and natural and whatnot. Now, the Crypto Cannabis Club is a collection of 10,000 NFT tokers chilling in the metaverse, growing digital weed and competing for the title of the best grower on the blockchain. So that's pretty dope. So this particular one has a flamingo background, groovy red glasses. His mouth is open. The weed lungs t-shirt, only 2% have that. 7% have the peace beads. but 30% have white skin. So there's some that have black skin. There's some that have tan skin. So this is pretty cool. This is really cool. Another cool one is the crypto rosters. So like one would study these art pieces, right? And look at the uniqueness of these art pieces. And then, take whatever they find or figure to be unique and invest in these particular art pieces, sit on it, and then sell it. I mean, it sounds easier than it is, but, that's really the basics of it. That's what a lot of people are doing. And a lot of people are making tons of money off of it. So tap in. NFTs is the new wave. It's changing the way we do business. It's changing the art world for all artists, for all creatives, for musicians out there. I suggest you tap into NFTs because it is the wave. It is the future. Tory Lanez made $1 million in a minute off of his NFT album. And this is just the beginning. We're just getting started. So tap in, set up an OpenSea account, get your MetaMask account or wallet, set up OpenSea, get some Ethereum, and just start searching. You might find something you like. If not, just sit back, enjoy the ride, and you can watch from the sidelines and watch these people make stupid money. Some people might be making mistakes, but let's see how it all turns out in the end. Urban Blockchain, we out.